we close this Thanksgiving special, let's ask my panelists what they're most thankful for in the year 2024. As I said, it has been a heated year. When you have a presidential election, it always is. But it's always good to, at the end of the year, kind of take a step back and be grateful. So, Lotus, how about you?
Yeah, it has been a tough year. And I had to look for what I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful for grandchildren. And all grandparents. And we're all on this panel are grandparents. And it's one of the joys of our lives.
Oh, looky there.
This one was taken at a voting. We did early voting, and our oldest grandchild, Michaela, is on the left, and our very youngest grandchild, Dylan Lamar, who has my middle name, came with us to vote. It was Michaela's first time voting in a presidential election, and that's Elaine, my wife there. They are joys, and I'm thankful for them, as we all are, of our grandchildren. You know, being grandparents is just a really nice thing to be.
It's great.
And for all the grandparents out there, you know, cherish your grandchildren, because I think they cherish you. And that's what I'm thankful for.
There's nothing better
Nothing
than being a
better.
grandparent. I have to agree with you. I'm going to kind of take a page from you when it gets to my turn. But yeah, it's fantastic. And so I'm doing the math here. Your youngest there, grandson, won't be voting until the 2042 election.
That's right.
He's got a ways to go.
He's got a ways to go.
But at least Michaela is setting the tone.
But he was the star of the show at the voting, at the early voting.
I'll bet he was.
Democrats and Republicans got together and liked it.
Nonpartisan baby. I love it.
That's right.
All right, Susan, what are you most grateful for?
All right, since my grandchildren are all coming in town for Thanksgiving, I better throw them in and say, yeah, I'm thankful for my grandchildren, but I'm thankful for family and good health. You know the drill, things everybody is thankful for. But this year, really, when I look around the table here, Otis, Deidre, Richard, I'm really thankful that we're friends.
Yes.
And you know, I was thinking about it. Each one of you has been in my life for nearly 40 years. You.
Impossible.
If you add all of us together, it's 120 years of friendship for me.
Oh my goodness.
And for that, I'm extremely thankful. But there's something else this year that I'm also very thankful for, and it's a little bit more on a somber note. I think this Thanksgiving, the four of us at our Thanksgiving table, and everyone watching this show should be thankful that we live in a country where we have freedom of speech and freedom of the press. And where week after week, the four of us and others can sit around this table and feel free and not be afraid to say what we are thinking and what we know, to praise our elected officials and to criticize our elected officials without any kind of fear. And when you're counting your blessings this Thanksgiving, all of us, let's include the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
The only profession that's named in the Constitution is
That's
journalism. All right.
I love it.
Yeah, Deidre, your choice. Sorry, we're running close on time.
So what I'm thankful for, of course, is my family. And since Otis had pictures, I'm going to have to show my Nanny D bracelet that my granddaughter Brielle made for Braylee made for me for for my birthday. But I'm also thankful that every 2 to 4 years we have an election. So if we didn't get it right this time, we have 2 years to work on getting it right for the federal election.
State and local.
State and local, and
Mm-hmm.
then 4 more years to get it right. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Fantastic, fantastic. Like them all. And then I'll do the shameless self-promotion here of my 2 grandsons, who I won't be seeing for Thanksgiving, unfortunately, because somebody has to work at the TV station. But the oldest right there is Owen. He's 3. They live down in Jacksonville, Florida. And then the newest one is Theo.
Gramps.
And as soon as he takes a nap, I take a nap. That's the rule.
I love it.
It looks like you were taking a nap while he was taking a nap.
They have done it off first, honestly. I don't know. But listen, I'm also thankful for all 3 of you and all the panelists who come on the show and all the viewers who take part in the show. I really do think it is important to have this weekly conversation about the week's headlines and try to give things some context, as we like to say. And I think we do a pretty good job of it.
Oh, yeah,
So,
we do.
all right.
try.
I hear from people all the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good,
Love the
good.
show.
Like to hear that. All right, well, thanks to all of you at home, and we'll see you next week for ABC24 This Week.